Hello everyone and welcome back to Exam Ignite YouTube channel. This is module 4 of Technological Innovation and Management Entrepreneurship subject of 5th semester BEC501 subject core. So first chapter in this module is Modern Small Business Enterprises, that is SSI Small Scale Industries, Impact of Globalization and WTO on SSI. This is a very important topic. Concept and definition of SSI enterprises, government policies and development of SSI sectors in India. This is also very important. Then growth and performance of SSIs in India, sickness in SSI sector, problems for SSIs is an important question. Ancillary industry and tiny industry definitions. Idea generation and feasibility analysis is the second chapter in this module, which includes idea generation, creativity and innovation, identification of business opportunities, market entry strategies, and we are having many project feasibilities like market feasibility, financial feasibility, political feasibility, economic feasibility, social and legal feasibilities, technical feasibilities, managerial feasibilities, location and utilities feasibilities. So this was all about the concepts that we'll be discussing in this module, starting the chapter 1 of this module 4, Modern Small Business Enterprise. So what is the role? They are very important segment of an Indian economy because credit for the development of this sector is due to the vision of the Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, who had supported to develop the core industry and to put into supporting sectors in the form of small scale enterprises. So they have emerged as a dynamic sector of economy. They have grown phenomenally during the first 5 decades, besides playing a vital role in fulfilling the India's socio-economic objectives. What are their role? They have a dynamic and vibrant sector of economy, prominent role in socio-economic transformation of the country, accounts for the 35% of the industrial production, 40% of the exports, and 60% of the employment opportunities. Then the importance of this SSI, they provide increased employment, reduction in the gestation period, then easy to set up in the rural and backward areas, need for small or local market, and increase the growth of the local entrepreneur, create a decentralized pattern of ownership, bring up the diversification of the economic activities, introduce new products, particularly to cater to local needs, influence the standards of living of local people, provide equitable dispersal of industries throughout the rural and backward areas. Coming to impact of globalization on SSI. Firstly, SSI never had a strong desire to grow in the medium, and the large scale because of the benefits of protection given to it. Many of the policies have discouraged the growth of this SSI and had a stunning effect on manufacturing, employment, and output growth. So, with the globalization, now SSIs are exposed to severe competition both from the large scale sector for domestic and foreign and from the MNCs. So World Trade Organization, it regulates a multilateral trade requiring its member countries to remove the import codes restrictions and reduce the import tariffs. So this opens the possibility to a direct competition in the domestic market with the imports of high quality goods from developed countries. So in order to protect, support and promote this SSIs, they help become self-supporting. A number of protective and promotional measures have to be taken by the central government. The promotion measures covers like industrial extension services, institution supports in respect of credit facilities, provision of development sites for the construction of sheds, for training facilities, supply of machinery, assistance for domestic marketing, as well as for exports, and for the enterprises in backward areas and somewhere, then technical consultancy and financial assistance for the technological upgradation like this. Then what is the impact of WTO then? So, merging challenges to a small scale sector are due to the impact of the agreements under the WTO in India is a signatory along with the 134 member countries. So, the main outcome is WTO stipulated requirements will be brought about through reduction in export subsidies, greater market access, removal of the non-tariff barriers, and reduction in the tariffs. So, tighter patent laws through the regulation of the intellectual property rights under the TRIPS agreement, trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights. So, world market and opportunity to export, intensified competition in the domestic market, import of the high-quality goods. Coming to the concepts of definitions of SSI. So, SSI, an industry undertaking in which the investment is fixed assets in the plant and machinery, which held on the ownership terms or on lease or by hire purchase, does not exceed 100 lakhs on March 31st, 2001. It's treated to be an SSI unit. What is auxiliary unit? It is a subclass of an SSI, an industry undertaking which is emerged or is proposed to be engaged in the manufacturing of components, subassemblies, tooling or intermediates, rendering of services or supplying or rendering not less than 50% of the production or its total services, as the case may be, the other units for the production of the other articles whose investment is fixed asset in the plant and machinery, whether held on ownership terms or lease or hire purpose, and does not exceed 1 crore as on March 31st, 2001, is treated to be an auxiliary enterprise. Similarly, export oriented unit. This is investment is fixed assets in the plant and machinery, whether it is held on the ownership terms or by hire purchase or does not exceed 100 lakh. And obligation to export 30% of the production. Tiny unit, this is limit in the plant or machinery in aspect of the tiny enterprise is 25 lakhs irrespective of local unit. Women entrepreneurs, these are SSI, related service or business enterprise managed by one or more women entrepreneurs. Small scale service and business enterprises, here the industry related service and business related service with a fixed investment in the fixed assets. Government policies and development of the SSI sector. So India is mainly concerned of improving this SSI enterprises. So various government policies we can observe. So this SSI sector is divided into 7 industrial group: handicrafts, handlooms, khadi, village, cottage, coir, sericulture. Modern sector as power looms and residual small scale industries. So, industry policy 1991, this announced that special emphasis on the promotion and strengthening the small, tiny village industries. So, besides affecting changes in the investment limits. So, this policy also promotes to encourage and support the industry associations to establish a counseling and common testing facilities and technological upgradation aimed to improve the productivity, efficiency, and cost effectiveness of the small scale sector. Next is policy initiatives since 1999. So to better focus the attention of the problems of SSI, a new Ministry of Small Scale Industry and Agro Rural Industries was created on 14th October 1999. A new credit insurance scheme was announced under the budget to improve the flow of what investment on the credit of SSI units. So bank on basis of 20% of their annual turnover determine the working capital limit for SSI units. National program to boost the industrialization has been announced. Next is sickness in SSI. So this was identified through the latest definition of the RBI that incipient sickness was determined in terms of the continuous decline in the gross output. So total 551 sectors was to turn out 1%, whereas in registered and unregistered 551 sectors it was 3.38% and 0.64% sickness. So the maximum number of sickness units, about 59.3, was located in West Bengal, Kerala, Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh. So, out of these units having the loan outstanding with the institutional sources such as banks, financing institutes, sickness was reported to about 19.6%. So, based on this, the states of Kerala, they had a maximum number of sick, that is 551 units. These 5 states together contributed 54.28% of the sickness of SSI sector. Lack of demand or shortage of the working capital was the main reason for all these sectors for the sickness. Then problems of these small SSIs are choice of idea, their faulty planning, poor project implementation, poor management, poor production, quality, marketing, inadequate finance, labor problem, capacity utilization, inadequate training and skills, lack of vertical and horizontal integration, poor loose organization, lack of strategies, external like infrastructure, financial factors, marketing, taxation, raw materials, industry and financing regulation, inspections, technology, policy, competitive and volatile environment. So this was about the first part of the module 4. Next we'll move on to the second part of the module 4. Thank you for watching. Do like, share and subscribe to Exam Ignite for the further videos.